Hey, how's it going today? So today I want to talk a little bit about your unconscious mind and basically manipulating yourself to think a certain way, okay? So let me tell you something, okay? A lot of times we are unaware of the decisions that we make. Actually, what we do is we just make them and then we try to support it with logical reasoning. Okay, so I don't want you to use this as an excuse to, oh, why I did this, why I didn't do that. I just want you to realize that a lot of times we actually are not aware of what we do. That just are either our natural instincts or a thought that we already placed in our subconscious or unconscious mind. So before I go on, I just want to go ahead and explain what is unconscious, what's a subconscious, what is unconscious. Okay, so your conscious mind is, of course, that the reasoning, the logical reasoning behind why you do things. That's what you decide when you did an action or you're about to do an action. You start thinking a little bit about that. So your subconscious, that is who you are. Okay, that is, if you think about it, that is like deep under. That's sub means under, and that's what you are. Who you are, that in terms of what you have done in your life, what kind of experiences you have to build connections into your subconscious to what you're going to do next. Okay. And your unconscious are a lot of the things like natural instincts or emotions that you're unaware of. You cannot control no matter what you do. So today I want to say a little bit about manipulating your subconscious and manipulating your unconscious. Basically, what I'm trying to say here. So I want you to think of it as this kind of metaphor. Okay, pretend there's a seed. Okay, a seed of thought. Let's say there's a positive thought. Okay. And what happens is when you start thinking about it, the first time you're planting a seed in your subconscious, okay, and every time after that, when you start thinking about it, what you do is you start pouring water on that. So if you have positive thoughts every single day to where I'm gonna be positive today, what I'm gonna not let anything let me down. What you're doing is you're planting water, you're pouring water over that seed. And what starts happening is after a while, after that seed becomes a tree. Okay, and what happens? It starts having its own seeds. Okay, and those seeds that are dropped from that tree, that's what goes into your unconscious. That's who you become naturally without thinking about it. That's who you are unaware of, and that's who you're becoming. You're becoming a positive person. Okay, so you can chop that subconscious tree down. You can chop it down. That's not gonna matter because you already have all those seeds planted into your unconscious to where they're gonna grow into trees automatically by themselves, and that is who you're going to become as a person. So if you're saying right now, like, well, how can I manipulate my unconscious? Well, basically you have to believe in this thought. You have to believe in the thought that if I am going to think positive, and if I'm going to be positive, if I'm going to hope, wish for the best, believe in the best, then good things will happen to me. Okay, just a thought that that's what happens, because honestly, we are the creators of circumstance. We make things happen. A lot of people, they think we are the creatures of circumstances, but we're not. We don't wait for things to happen. We make things happen. And a lot of times, a thought or we try to hope for the best, okay? And the thing is, why? Why do we try to hope? Why don't we just believe? Why don't we believe that it's going to happen? Because if we believe, we're planting the seed in our subconscious and in our unconscious that can possibly, that's who we're going to become. It's crazy because a lot of people have depression. They do, and that is just a belief. A depression, a belief. My life is going wrong, this way and that way. Nothing can go wrong. I mean, nothing can go right, and it's just a belief. You can easily change that. I mean, if you have been thinking like this for the last couple of years and you're just depressed and you have a lot of work to do, you have to start hanging out with positive people, positive energy, and positive thinking. That's all it is positive thinking, because positive thinking leads to happiness and joy, while negative thinking, what does it lead to? Depression and anxiety. Okay, so we're human beings and we have many things that are wrong in our lives. There's many things that are imperfect and they'll never be perfect. You just have to accept the facts. Accept the facts that you can only control what you can control. And the thing is, you can control manipulating your mind to think a certain way. You might essentially believe in one way, and but the thing is, if you continuously think and start thinking another way, what happens is you're gonna start believing in what you're thinking. It's going to be part of who you are. So with that in mind, I just want you to go ahead and start thinking positive. Go ahead and stop making excuses. Go ahead and start taking things one day at a time. One day at a time. That's it. Do not think about the future. Take things one day at a time. And basically just put a thought in your head. Plant a seed in your subconscious. Let all those weeds that are by there, they're trying to take the seed apart. Let it all die. Let it all die, because you are very powerful. Trust me. Your human mind is one of the most powerful tools in this entire world. You have to believe me. And if you can learn how to manipulate it, then you can do great things. You'll have $1 million next year. I'm gonna guarantee you that, because every single day, thinking positive, thinking for the best, taking it one day at a time, you are going to become successful. You just have to trust me, okay? Just trust me.